crimes.
Boom. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to High Crimes, episode 15. Never thought we'd make it this far, Red Eye. I didn't even know I could count this high.
It's amazing.
It's awesome. Oh, dang. Now I need to do like Gene does, even though the stream just started and there's like ads playing and stuff and everything for a lot of the people that are about to be watching. Oh my god, there's only so many viewers, Red Eye. Oh my gosh. There's only 4. There was 12 waiting. Oh, it went up to 8. Okay, we're doing fine now, Red Eye. Oh my god, I almost had a heart attack. A gene attack.
Calm down.
Oh my
Have
god.
some caffeine. You feel better.
Oh, dude, I love that stuff. All right, so yeah, what's up, Astro, Young Mind, Ruby? How's everybody doing? I got Cool Girl Mango here, and some guy from, like, the UK or something.
Yeah, close enough.
Florida, wherever he's from, I don't know. He just
They all
talks
have
weird.
accents. Who cares?
I don't, okay? Because it's the standard for me where I live for people to talk this way. That means it's not an accent, okay? That's how it works. All right?
Okay then.
I have one beer. You have one beer left? Yeah, I have some beers, so if you guys want, you can tip to get me to drink. We have a goal up there. It's kind of small. Need to figure out a better way to situate all the stuff on the screen so that the goal is a bit bigger. I feel like it's a little too small there, but everyone hit the like button. We're going to be covering a really cool kid here who is, I think he's only 15 years old. He kind of looks a little bit older than 15, I'd say, but he's only 15, I believe. Heck yeah, Av. So, neither of you guys know about this story?
No, I didn't look
I
it
do
up
not.
or anything.
Good. It's better when it's nice and fresh for everybody. I only watched like 2 minutes of it, and then I just stopped watching. Most of the time, I just share it, or I save it for the streams. Gene was 15, yeah, when he committed his first murder burglary. He was only 15.
Apparently, he was laughing about it too. Look at that.
Yeah,
He was
well,
laughing.
that should come in no surprise. It's Gene we're talking about, right? I mean, I almost called you raisin, mango. Wrong fruit or whatever. All right. So I guess we'll get this started. This won't be very long. It's only a 49-minute thing. If any of you guys want, you can check out the original video. The link is in the description here for Ewu crew. I guess before we get started, I just want to say we make jokes on this show. I know a lot of new people come through and watch these. Every time we do one of these episodes, they get a bit of extra views on top of the people that watch during the stream. And so all the new people...
Oh, yeah.
I am super drunk and super ready to donate. Dude, thank you, Av. Yeah, please, help me out with the goal. And I guess I'll open a beer for that. Get that started. So I'll be right back. Let me go grab a beer.
We're not even 2 minutes into the stream, and he's abandoned ship yet again. Just like yesterday when he was on tap, he bailed for beer. This is becoming a pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Just wanted to point that out. Little Shabisky's growing up and becoming an alcoholic. Oh, isn't it cute?
It's adorable.
Got to get him a beer sponsor. And we've also got to teach him, I want everyone in chat, as soon as he comes back, I want you to type in the chat, put your beer in the fridge, Shabisky, you scrub. Because he never does. He goes to the shop, he buys beer, and then he will place it somewhere randomly in his house to get to room temperature. That's a beer crime in Australia. People go to jail for decades for doing this. Beer crimes are the highest order, so keep on that, chat. Just remind him, beer belongs in the fridge. Really appreciate the help with that one, because I'm trying to teach him, and he's not the brightest spark, is he? He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, the old Shabisky. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Shh, here he comes. Shh, shh, shh. Don't. Shh. Everyone, don't. Shh. Shh. Everyone,
Shut
all
up.
right, we weren't talking about him then. Shh, 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 shh.
Shut up. Everyone shut up.
You should have.
What are you guys saying about me? You guys didn't say that my peenie is tiny, did you?
No.
I'll be
where-
mad.
Where is your beer stashed right now, Shabisky?
Oh, in the refrigerator. I put him.
What?
Yeah, but it's whenever I get a new one, I just keep them in the box. But these were the ones from last night, so I had to put them in the refrigerator. Yeah.
That's progress, I guess. There's actually beers in the fridge. That's wow.
Yeah.
All right, show's over.
You're
That's
welcome.
great. He's been taught how to put beer in a fridge. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. So again, I need kind of like a disclaimer for the beginning of these, just to say like we joke around and stuff. A lot of the channels I think that cover this kind of stuff, they take the subject very seriously, but maybe too seriously to the point where they don't even make any real jokes around during their shows and stuff. And I just want to say, we make jokes, but we still take the subject very seriously. It's not okay to murder peoples. Right, Red Eye?
Murder bad. Jokes in incredibly bad taste. Good.
Oh yeah. Hold up before get started. Let me open up the chat here and okay.
I was laughing when I killed my mother.
Why'd you get rid of that shirt?
It had pieces of my mother's brain stuck to it. I killed Josh with.
And right off the bat, I already want to say this the way this kid talks and acts and everything, it reminds me of the Joker. Maybe not every version of the Joker, but a specific version. Where does he not talk like the Joker or something?
This is 15-year-old Zachary Davis.
Yeah.
He's just been brought in for questioning after a fire was discovered at his house. Initially, the tragedy appeared to be nothing more than an unfortunate accident. That is,
Crow's
until
waiting.
a body was discovered inside the
Crow's
home.
here? Okay, cool. You got here right in time. Let me pull Crow in. Crow! We missed you, Crow. We were worried sick about you, Crow.
Yeah.
You there, Crow?
I think Crow's mad at us.
No, I'm here.
Yay!
I'd be mad at us, too. Fuck us. Fuck us good. We suck. How you doing, Crow?
Good. It's actually my birthday today.
Oh, it is?
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, big ball.
28.
Happy birthday, dude.
28? You're an old bitch now. What the hell?
I'm getting up there, yeah.
You're old as schnit. Wow. You probably have a lot of gray hair. Well, happy birthday, big ball. That's cool. I hope you'll enjoy this murder stuff being part of your cool guy birthday.
Wait, like Ruby Jules has said, this guy is a legend on Dr. Phil. Are you the dude that we're just about to watch has been on Dr. Phil? Because, oh, damn. That would be interesting.
I didn't know about any of that, if that's true. Before we get... good thing you just joined, too, Drunken Crow, because we're just getting it started, the video here. And I'm going to drink. We got a $5 tip, so I'm going to open up the first beer here. If you guys want to keep helping me with that goal up there, you guys can keep me drinking. I got, like, another 5 beers or something. So, yeah, we're started from the beginning for Mr. Drunken Crow.
I was laughing when I killed my mother.
Why'd you get rid of that shirt?
It had pieces of my mother's brain stuck to it. I killed Josh with a sledgehammer, too.
This is 15-year-old Zachary Davis. He's just been brought in for questioning after a fire was discovered at his house. Initially, the tragedy appeared to be nothing more than an unfortunate accident. That is, until a body was discovered inside the home. Even more horrifying was the fact that the victim, Zachary's mother, hadn't been killed by the flames, but by a sledgehammer before the fire was even started. In about 3 seconds, you'll see Zachary crack, but not in the way anyone expected.
It looks kind of evil when you do that, I'm gonna have to say. I think you know you're doing it.
In this never-before-seen interrogation footage, Zachary is brutally honest as he details his crime, and yet his astonishing motive leaves investigators wondering how much of this chilling tale is the result of a disturbed mind or a series of cleverly concocted lies. In the early hours of August 10th, 2012, emergency services were called to a house fire in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Inside the burning home, firefighters discovered the body of Melanie Davis lying on her bed, covered in blood and brutally disfigured. The single mom of 2 teenage boys worked as a paralegal and trained as a triathlete. Outside the home, one of her sons, 17-year-old Joshua Davis, waited with the police. But his younger brother, Zachary, was nowhere to be found. 4 hours later, and around 5 miles from the home, police spotted 15-year-old Zachary Davis as he walked alone down a road, attempting to leave town. He was subsequently picked up and brought to the summer country.
Yeah. Taylor said, I thought Mans was at least 35. Yeah, right? He looks way older than he is. He definitely looks like a grown adult.
Country Sheriff's Office
At
for
the very
questioning.
least.
His interview is just the beginning of a truly disturbing case, filled with shocking allegations and a series of twisted lies.
This is the sheriff's office, and what we'd like to do is talk to you about there's only something happened at your house, and that's what we kind of want to talk to you about right now. You've probably seen some cop shows and stuff, right? You've seen police shows and things like that. You do have rights and stuff, and so before asking questions, you must understand your rights. You want to go ahead and talk to us about what happened tonight?
Yes, sure.
Okay. If you do, just Zach, what I want to do is make sure you understand that this is a waiver, right? Saying you're waiving your rights. What I'd like to do is make sure you can read and write. If you would, read that last paragraph out loud.
I've read this statement of my rights and understand what my rights are.
With his confirmation that he's waiving his rights, the interview gets underway.
You've never been in any trouble, have you?
No, sir.
So, no trouble in school, nothing like that?
No, sir.
One of the obvious unusual characteristics about Zachary is his lack of expression of emotion or emotional detachment. His monotone voice and flat facial expression are indications of a person who is either guarded and is consciously avoiding any show of emotion, or a person who struggles to express emotion because of some other issue, such as a psychotic disorder like schizophrenia, or a developmental disorder like autism spectrum disorder. Though he doesn't offer up a lot of information himself, the investigators have researched Zachary's family and began asking him about his past to get him comfortable with talking to them.
I understand that your father had passed away.
Yes, sir.
How did he pass away?
He died from Garrett's disease.
Pretty rough on you, wasn't it?
No, sir.
It didn't bother you?
No, sir.
I was told that it bothered you. That you were upset about your dad. Is that not true?
No, sir.
So it is true?
No, sir.
Okay.
In 2007, the Davis family faced their first tragedy, but certainly not their last. The 2 boys lost their father, Chris, to amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. Losing a parent is traumatic for any child, but despite his denials, his father's death impacted Zachary even more severely than most, and with consequences that would unfold years later. According to family, Zachary was already a quiet kid, but at only 9 years old when his father died, he became even more withdrawn. Following the tragedy, the family, now just Melanie and her 2 sons, moved to Sumner County, and though this was meant to be a fresh start, things would only get worse for them once there. At 11, Zachary began to display strange behavior, though it isn't clear exactly what. But Melanie grew concerned enough to seek medical help for her son.
Have you ever had to see a doctor for anything as far as having problems with thinking about things or anything?
I saw he was there. Sure, I have. It wasn't a very long direction to come.
What was that about? Who wanted to see a therapist?
My mother.
She did. Okay, so
Here, every 10 likes we get, I'll take a dab. So everybody hit the like button. Every 10 likes, I'll take a dab.
couple times is all you saw. How long ago was that?
Year that one now.
You remember what year that was?
2008, I think.
What were the reasons that your mama wanted you to go to therapy?
She never told me.
Zachary was diagnosed with a depressive disorder, but that was just the beginning. He also told doctors that he was hearing voices, including the voice of his deceased father, and he was soon diagnosed with psychosis. However, at some point, his mother stopped his mental health treatment, but it's unknown exactly why. While psychosis itself is not a clinical disorder, it is a symptom that is often associated with schizophrenia. Onset of schizophrenia in children is very rare, but still possible. Other causes of hearing voices during childhood could include depression, an anxiety disorder, and/or experiencing a traumatic event, such as the death of a parent. Despite Zachary telling investigators he wasn't seeing anyone for help, the calendar on his phone showed that he had at least one meeting with the guidance counselor at his school, Ms. Higgs, indicating that perhaps someone realized something was wrong. Though no one could have guessed the true extent of just how disturbed he was.
Something went on at your house today, and I just kind of like you to kind of tell us what happened.
Let's see. Av coming through with another 5 says tagging uphill is just like tagging on trains. Tagging uphill? What is he referring?
Like spray painting?
Yeah. I don't know. I never tagged stuff. Maybe I should get into that. I'm gonna go tag my neighbor's house after this stream. I'll do that. But thank you, Av. Guys, be like Av. Help me with the goal up there. Yeah, I guess he's talking about graffitis.
I can't think of anything else that he would think of unless he's talking about like trying to play a game of tag.
That's what I was thinking when I first was reading it. I'm like, oh. But yeah, it seems like he's talking about graffiti.
Okay, so this kid right here is just fucking creepy as hell.
Yeah, again, he reminds me of a supervillain or whatever, like the Joker or something. The way he talks and it's so emotionless. It's crazy.
I wonder if the voice that he's doing for this interview is like an act. Like he's purposely speaking that way.
I don't think that's the case. What's his name? Where's he at? Is Ruby still here? You've seen the interview with him? Was he talking this way on Dr. Phil too? I'm assuming this is his normal attitude. He probably used to talk like this when he was a little kid too. It's crazy to see someone that actually like acts this way, and it seems to not be an act. This is just not how he naturally acts, it seems. A Nike Live shirt, yeah. Just do it, Astro. That's what he was thinking in his head.
Right, the sledgehammer. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah, he was Ruby. Yeah, I think it seems to be obvious that this isn't an act. This is just how he is.
I mean, at least the voice isn't an act, like, because it is entirely possible that he does put on an emotionless display, so that way, like, he doesn't give shit away to the cops with his body language. And same with if he's talking to Dr. Phil, because even though Dr. Phil is no longer licensed, he like can't say that he's your therapist or anything because he is not licensed in the state of California.
Yeah.
You know, if you're talking to Dr. Phil, you don't want to give too much away with your body language. Like, he has helped people learn how to read the body language of criminals for court cases and shit.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing before he started the Dr. Phil show. That's how he met Oprah.
Cheers, you guys.
Well, I'm looking at his hunched over expression here, and I think this little bastard did it.
I think Dr. Phil needs to stay in his fucking lane.
So I'll open up another beer after this for the other 5, Av. Thank you. All right, let's continue.
I killed my mom in her sleepless nights.
Is there a reason why you did that?
Yes, sir.
Well, can you tell me what?
No, sir.
You can't tell me why?
Ha!
No, sir.
Wow, I love that. I love that just stall there where he, when it came to answering it, he thought about it. It's like, well, actually, no, no, sir, that was.
I know why I did it, but I mean, that's personal information, sir. I'm sorry.
Maybe, I don't know. That's true too. We might be just kind of withdrawn on answering it honestly. Could be why you said that. You tell him, Mango, when he said.
You don't know why you did it, or you just don't want to tell?
I didn't know why I did it. Just let him tell.
Okay. You
Oh,
do know
yeah.
why you did it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you set the house on fire too?
I tried to. I don't know if it actually got the whole house on fire now.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, it did. I mean, a little bit, I think, but not bad. I think. Have you been having problems with your mom?
No, sir.
Unlike most crimes, it's all too clear that Zachary is the killer. But though he states freely that he killed his mother, this story will change eventually. Hauntingly, recovered text messages between Zachary and his mom seem to indicate that they had a seemingly ordinary, even loving relationship. In one, Zachary wrote to his mother, "Sorry, I was asleep," with a heart emoji. Another, this one from Melanie to Zachary, reads, "Love you, tried to talk to you before we left, but your door was locked." Through these texts, the family appeared to be perfectly normal, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
We found a book on a notepad that was on you. It said some things in there. Is that notepad yours that we found? It talks about your mom and about.
Yes, sir.
And that's what's so important about this. I mean, we want to understand what, like I said, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. I mean, but we want to understand, what happened. I mean, that's important. And I know it could be kind of scary to talk about, but.
Would you feel more comfortable if you were just one person in the room?
I don't mind having 2 people here.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, like I told you in your rights, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. It's very important, though, that, something like this that happens, there's usually a reason for it. And, that's what we want to know, is the reason. This is your time to tell us, why that happened.
I'd rather not, sir.
Okay.
The text messages from the day before he killed his mom show them planning to go to a movie. Melanie first wrote, "Hey, sweetie, I just took Josh to the orthodontist. We'll be back hopefully soon." Then later, "We can see Born or Campaign today. I want to see both." And, "Sounds good. Josh is back in, but we may need to pick him up at Ryan's house." The last message she sent before her death was to Zachary and reads only, "Okay," with a heart. It's eerily clear that Melanie had no idea what Zachary was planning, or that she would meet such a horrific end just hours after attending a movie with her 2 sons. Zachary's brother Josh has also been brought to the police station to speak with police. He was asked to recount his day before the fire was set. He told them that he had gone to the orthodontist with his mother before returning home. His answer also reveals a bit about his relationship with his brother.
What's Zach doing when you get home?
I think she's playing Xbox. We kind of, we kind of keep to ourselves, I guess.
Okay, so you and Zach don't have a good relationship?
Well, no, we do. It's just like, I don't know, like he just kind of, stays to himself. He's kind of a quiet person, I guess.
Have you been having any problems? I mean,
he's always been kind of like quiet, I guess odd.
Josh seems hesitant to talk about his brother, and although he's giving limited information, the descriptive words such as quiet and odd may indicate that Zachary was showing signs of mental health issues. What's also strange here is Josh's apparent lack of visible concern, given what just happened to his mother. The average son or family member would be hysterical and wondering, or at least theorizing, about what could have prompted Zachary to commit such a horrific act. However, there's a chance he's in shock, as this all just occurred a few hours earlier.
What kind of person is your brother?
Your typical mouse in nature.
Shut up, Red Eye. God.
Nah, look, people, when there's something going on here, he's not upset. If you go and look at his eyes, like, and I'm just speaking from personal experience, when I was told my mum died, that the moment after it, I punched something several times and broke my own hand, and then I just fucking fell down to the ground because my legs stopped working and I started screaming. That dude's just sitting there, my brother's a bit odd. His mum just had her head caved in with a fucking sledgehammer, and the place that he lives in was on fire. And he's just sitting there like it was another day. He's just chilling down at the fucking mall or something. That was really weird. That just stands out to me. That was strange as fuck.
Yeah, that was odd.
Typical male teenage. You two get along pretty good?
Sometimes.
Despite this claim, texts between the brothers show that they messaged fairly often, talking about how their school year was delayed, video games, and how Zachary wanted to spend his birthday alone, with Josh writing to him, "If you don't want Ryan to come over, I can tell him not to. I want you to have your birthday the way you want it, and I especially want you to be happy on your birthday." In one more recent message, Josh even apologizes for arguing with Zachary. The brothers often used heart emojis in their messages, frequently saying "I love you" to each other. From the outside, it's difficult to imagine such a horrific tragedy occurring in this family, but only because Zachary has yet to reveal his motive to investigators.
When you talk to people on the phone, who do you talk to? I mean, do you have friends you chat with or anything like that?
No, shit. I usually only talk to my mother and my brother and my aunt.
So you don't have any friends other than your mother and your brother that you talk to?
No, sir.
Zachary may not have had many friends outside of his family, but a note in his phone indicated that there was a teacher who he was close to. The note reads, "Thursday, March 29th, 2012. I saw Mr. Voss at school today. From the way he looked at me, I could tell he hated me. I didn't know what to say to him, so I just kept walking. I really hope I can repair our friendship before I leave Tennessee. He's the only person I've met that has sincerely cared about me. Hell, he's like a father to me. I don't know what I did to cause this, but I hope it can be forgiven. Mr. Voss is also the only true friend I've ever had." This note depicts a very different person from the emotionally detached teen we're seeing in this interrogation. His note shows indications of emotion, of caring what another person thinks of him, and of caring about another person, his teacher. The note indicates that Zachary may be lonely, and that he may not be able to connect with kids his age if he names a teacher as his friend. In his interview, Josh tells the detectives that when the movie ended around 8 p.m., the family went directly home.
You didn't see anything tonight that was any different than the way he normally acts?
I mean, no.
It's surprising that Zachary was not either acting differently from his typical behavior just prior to murdering his mother, or at least showing a change in his behavior recently. The level of aggression that he inflicted on his mother when he killed her, and the simple fact that he went through with murdering her, are behaviors that occur when a person has snapped or has reached an emotional breakdown. Josh then recounts going into his mother's room to talk to her just a few hours before Zachary killed her.
I went and talked to my mom for a little while, and then
Remember about what time that was?
that was right around 9, probably. That was right when I said goodnight. And she went to sleep, and then I went upstairs and was in my room.
So you talked to her for a few minutes? Okay.
She was working out when I went in there, so I worked out with her for a minute.
What was she doing when you said she was working out? What was she working out?
Like, doing stuff.
Despite describing what were his last moments with his mother, Josh still shows very little, if any, emotion.
When you get home and your mom goes to bed at 9, where are you and what?
If he's home when his brother allegedly, smacked the shit out of their mom with a sledgehammer, wouldn't he have, heard some sort of commotion? Especially if a fire was lit?
We've got to get to that part.
If she was, I'd assume she was asleep, so I don't think there would be necessarily commotion with that part. Killing someone in their sleep like that, they don't get a chance to react if you do that. But yeah, I'm not sure. The brother definitely seems sus.
What are you doing in the house? Are you in the house?
I was already planning everything.
You were in your bedroom or in the room where the fire was started?
The room where the fire was started.
What do you call that room?
What do you call it? Game room.
Game room? So you're in the game room planning everything?
Yes, sir.
And how long does it take you to plan that?
Only a few minutes, but I waited for several hours to make sure everybody in the house was asleep.
How did you make sure they were asleep?
I just waited and checked on them.
Just checked on them? Opened the door and looked at them?
Yes, sir. I killed her at around 11 p.m., I think. And I think she went to sleep at around 9 o'clock.
Okay. When you killed her, what about your brother lives there with you too, right? That's the only person lives with you?
Yes, sir.
Did you do anything to him?
No, sir. I was kind of expecting the fire to kill him.
Oh, you were? Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's right. Zachary didn't just set the fire in an attempt to destroy the evidence of him killing his mother, but also in the hopes that his brother would be killed by the flames. As well, to ensure Melanie's death, after hitting her with the sledgehammer, Zachary locked the door behind him to prevent Josh from going in and potentially helping her.
And then I woke up around, I'm not sure what time it is, time of the thing was going off. And, at first I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a sound in my room. Then I figured out it was a fire alarm. I was running around, and I was looking for my brother upstairs in his room. He wasn't in there, and I saw the fire was started in there. So I ran downstairs to get my mom, and the door was locked. So I had to kick the door in to get in there. And then I saw her on the bed.
What did you do then?
I just went outside the house and called 911 and went and got my neighbor's market shot. Where'd you get the sledgehammer at?
My garage.
Okay, and what about, how did you try and set the fire?
First I tried to drag the lawnmower upstairs and empty the fuel tank in the room, but I couldn't do that, so I just poured a bottle of whiskey on the floor and was it on fire.
A bottle of whiskey?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was that before or after you hit your mom?
After.
After, okay. How many times did you hit her with the sledgehammer?
I don't know.
I mean, any estimation?
I'd say at least 12.
12 times. Where did you hit her at on her body?
Around the head area.
Okay, was she sleeping at the time or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did she wake up and say anything to you?
No, sir. I put my fingers on her neck to check her pulse and make sure she was dead.
Did you touch her anywhere else?
No, sir.
Have you thought about touching her anywhere else?
No, sir.
Oh,
Josh was asked the same
That was
question,
random.
likely to determine if his story will match the forensic evidence found on Melanie's body.
When you went in the bedroom, at any time did you touch your mom?
Oh, shit. I didn't think it was going to go in this direction. I thought that was just a random question. They're really seriously asking that for obvious reasons.
Did you hear the term forensic evidence? That could
Yeah. Wow.
Genetic material.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
wow.
In that room?
No, I don't think so. Like, I kind of, no.
He witnessed the altercation.
Like, I ran in and because then I saw her. And I freaked me out. When you left, what were your plans at that point?
I haven't thought that right.
Oh, yeah. When did you think about doing this? I mean, when did this pop into your head as far as killing your mom?
Several years ago.
Had you told anybody about it?
No, sir.
Years.
So,
Wow.
with this, I mean, thinking about this, was your mom just bad to you, or
No, sir.
a pretty good mom? Was she a pretty good mom, or?
She wasn't very good mom, but she wasn't very good. I don't know.
Refusing to classify her as either a good or a bad mom and sounding apathetic regarding his relationship with her could indicate that he was unable to form a true emotional connection with her or anyone else. Because of his willingness to answer most of the investigators' questions, except for his all-important motive, they ask him a series of questions to get as much information as possible.
He mentioned a note that has been found. When did you have a chance to write that?
While I was waiting and after I did it.
So you did the whole note, that it was like two and a half pages, you did it all tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you did some before you killed your mother and some after?
Yes, sir.
When did you write the last part? About what time did you write the last part?
I don't know, sometime around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., I think.
Okay, while you were out walking and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Was it before you bought the Pepsi at the Thorntons?
Yes, sir.
You had your phone with you for a while. Did you call anybody on your phone?
No, sir.
Okay, what'd you do with your phone?
I didn't do anything with it. I didn't even realize it was in my pocket until I left.
So where's it at now?
I threw it in the ditch.
Why'd you throw it away?
I assumed that I could be tracked for it.
Okay. What was your plans as far, I mean, you didn't have any plans on where you're heading to, or how, evidently you were trying to escape and trying to get away from police. You don't remember where you're trying to go to?
No, sir.
You had a backpack, so you had stuff you were just going to walk and just try and get out of the area?
Yes, sir.
Chillingly, after killing his mom and fleeing the house, Zachary went to a convenience store to buy a Pepsi before he began walking in an attempt to escape from police. Though he had made an elaborate plan, it doesn't appear that he thought ahead to what he would do after. According to unverified rumors online from people claiming to live in Sumner County, after setting the fire, Zachary ran non-stop for almost 5 miles, with no destination in mind. Ironically, a note on his phone written 7 months earlier on January 22, 2012, indicates that he had thought about his escape, or at least criminals escaping police detection more broadly. The note states, "After reading dozens of news reports about killers, I believe I found several consistent reasons why most killers are caught within a year. They rely too much on civilization. Most killers hide out in heavily populated areas or easily accessible areas. They don't migrate to other areas after several kills in a row. This makes the police in their area more alert and the citizens more cautious. Most rely too much on firearms or other weapons that produce loud noises. This will attract unwanted attention to their location." This sort of obsession with murder and serial killers can occur among people with...
You can see why he chose the sledgehammer. Do a lot of damage and shit, but not make a lot of noise. He's been thinking about it for a long time. So imagine seeing this kid and knowing that like he's planning shit like that. It's crazy.
Kids better stay away from me from now on.
Yeah. So guys, every 10 likes I'm taking a dab, so hit the like button for me. In the name of Red Eye. What?
We see kids in the hardware store in the sledgehammer section. We should get very worried.
Yeah, that's scary. 5 more likes and I would dab. Whew. And also keep tipping if you want to keep me drinking. I'm almost done with the second beer. Mango, what do you think about all this?
I think that kids are the fucking worst, and who the hell keeps a sledgehammer near, like, an emotionally weird child?
I don't know. Who knows how he acted normally and stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe he did well at hiding his crazy ideas to where everyone just thought he was weird, but not like that.
I mean, his mom took him to get, like, mental health help. And, like, for some reason, she just fucking stopped, and now we're here, and he's, like, killed her with a fucking sledgehammer?
He said shit like he could hear the voice of his dead dad and shit, so may have been shit like that. You still keep things around the house and stuff, like, even if, like if your kid said that they were gonna smash your head with a sledgehammer, I could get you making sure that there's no sledgehammers or knives and stuff that your kid can access, but he just was having some mental health issues. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's hearing his dead dad talk to him, so it's like he's the conversation like, "Hey son," it's like, "Hey dad." It's like, "Oh well, son, I'm a bit lonely up here in heaven. Don't know many people. Do you mind murdering your mom with a sledgehammer and so she can come on up here and hang out? That'd be really great. Thanks, son." It's like,
that's
okay,
why he did it.
Fuck.
Imagine if you're actually right about that, and he was trying to send his mom to be with his dad. That might actually be by some chance right. Oh, whoops! Somehow I muted it. What the hell?
Or mental illness. The fixation doesn't necessarily have to be with murder and serial killers, but it just so happened to be the case with Zachary. These individuals may often struggle with low self-esteem and therefore derive a sense of feeling powerful when they identify with bad guys like serial killers. Zachary may have felt tough and strong by learning the strategies of killers and thinking he could emulate them. Maybe this gave him a sense of identity, believing that he could not only be a killer too, but become a smarter killer by not making the same mistakes as the criminals he studied. Still, there was other evidence of Zachary's plan falling apart, such as the knife investigators found abandoned at the scene.
So why is the knife outside?
I was trying to put it into my backpack, and then the fire alarm started, and I just ran home.
What were you going to use that knife for?
Same thing I used the sledgehammer for.
Who were you going to use the knife on?
No specific person.
Were you looking to kill someone else tonight?
Only if they got in my way.
What do you mean by that?
If they tried to stop me from escaping.
So the lady at Thornton's who sold you the Pepsi, she was never in any danger?
No, sir.
But the officer that arrested you could have potentially been in danger if you were of the mind.
I guess, but it would be kind of pointless considering he had a gun and I just had a knife and a hammer.
What if he didn't have a gun and he tried to stop you?
I wouldn't attack him unless it was provoked by him.
Were you provoked by your brother?
No, sir.
Were you provoked by your mother?
No, sir.
What is most troubling is that according to both Zachary and Josh, there was no indication that he had been planning any of this. In crime scene photos exclusively obtained by EWU, there appears to be a code written on what may be the handle of the sledgehammer. Police also recovered a handwritten alphabetic key to the code. The code written on the handle translates as Z Requiem. This has never been publicly confirmed, but ZED could possibly stand for Zachary's initials, Zachary Everett Davis. He may have also named the sledgehammer Requiem, which often refers to a mass for the dead. This is pure speculation and just a theory, but this coded message could potentially be evidence that Zachary may have planned the attack ahead of time.
This is kind of serious. I mean, Zach, it's kind of a serious thing to think about killing your mom. You didn't try and talk to anybody about this?
No, sir.
Why not? I mean, did this not bother you? Or?
Yes, sir.
Did it bother you?
No, sir.
Oh, it did bother you? Have you ever hurt anybody before?
No, sir.
Well, I mean, how do you feel when you killed your mom?
It's possible that Zachary is saying what he thinks a serial killer would say, as though he's playing a role. It's difficult to say for sure, but we know that he was affectionate toward his mother in the text messages they exchanged, and she was affectionate toward him as well. He made the same comment about not feeling anything about his father's death. It's possible that it's easier for Zachary to cut off all emotion than to feel the pain of grief and loss. On the other hand, his complete detachment from his mom may be the result of a personality disorder, such as schizoid personality disorder. In this disorder, the individual does not want to have any close relationships, even with family members. They prefer to be alone and appear to be cold and have a flattened affect, as Zachary does.
Did y'all have any, was there any problems between you and him, or him and your mom, or
Not that I know of.
did they have any disagreements, or, was there anything
Like, I think they would argue.
other than normal,
Yeah.
normal parents?
Not that I know of.
And yet, Zachary had savagely attacked his mother while she slept.
What did you do with the sledgehammer after you hit her with it?
I just laid it in the laundry room.
Why did you hit her about 12 times with it? Why so many times?
To make sure she was dead.
The officer asked Zachary to demonstrate how he swung the sledgehammer to kill his mother.
Oh, yeah, you clicked
Kind
off.
of like that, basically.
So you right-handed?
Yes, sir.
Stand back up. Stand back up.
Wait, there's
Is
no
that
video,
blood
Chad.
on your pants right there? In the front. Right.
What'd you say?
Your chat has no video. There you go. When you clicked off of it, took away the video from them.
Really?
Yeah, I was looking at the live. The screen was gray.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You're fired.
From a cannon?
No, you Trump fired. Get out of the building, security.
That's a good thing, right? Or, what am I doing?
I don't know what you're doing. You're
Shut
very
up.
focused.
Guys, let's get the 20 likes. I was trying to... I'm so slow. Let's get the 20 likes, okay, for a dab. Tell him, Red Eye, this needs to be our most liked High Crimes episode ever. 4 more likes and I owe a dab, guys.
Yeah, I want everybody to create 100 soccer accounts.
No.
Right now, 1,000? 10,000? None. Just like the video.
Don't do none of that. Just hit the like button and then go get your girlfriend's phone and go on and like it. Just like my shit.
Go to your next
likes.
door neighbour's house and knock on the door, grab their phone out of their hand, open up YouTube, like this video on their phone. Do it.
2 more likes. Come on. We'll get to the dab before.
Everybody's got neighbours, one on each side and one across the road. Do it to all of them.
Yeah, do your neighbours.
And sub to the channel while you're there. Make them sub and maybe become a member. That'd be great.
Okay, so the video's gray again.
Is it only when I Yeah, don't worry. It's as long as when I play it, it's fine.
Well, when you were playing it, but whenever you like clicked, I guess out of what you're streaming through, it like turned it gray for everyone watching. Because I was watching the live stream to see what they were talking about. Because I glanced down there, like video's gone.
Yeah,
Wait.
I think it's only when I do this. Wait, hold on. Does it
Is Gene hacking the stream?
Dude, I hate Gene. Oh, we hit 21 likes. Thank you, guys. All right. Timmy, help me with the goal. Everyone, help me with that goal up there. We're 10% in on the goal. I'm drinking beer. Get me to drink more beer. Let's get a quarter of the way in on the goal.
And if you happen to be in a local shopping mall, go into the Apple store and use all the Apple phones there to like this video.
Whoa. All right, let me go grab beer. Hold on. One second.
Beer.
I'm still skeptical that the beer's in the fridge. I think he's lying and he's just drinking room temperature beer just to cover it all up. I think this is a big beer conspiracy. A beer-spiracy. Whoa.
Well, knowing Shabisky, you're probably right, Red Eye.
Yeah. I don't know. The bottles look cold though.
I think that's just a chroma key.
He's probably got a spray bottle there and he just sprays the bottle gently to make it look like...
He missed them.
Stop making fun of me, guys. Are you guys making fun of me?
No, mate, we wouldn't do that, would we? Chat. Would we, chat?
I have more beer.
Was it in the fridge?
Yeah, babe, I already told you. Can you backhand this guy, Mango?
You need to prove it. Put a thermometer up your butt and show us what the temperature is of the beer. Wait, what?
I'll show you my butt temperature, and then I'll put the same thermometer in my beer and show you. Oh, Timmy coming through with a 10 said he should have taken the fire alarm off. Oh God. Okay, yeah, I know you're
Timmy,
the.
no.
You're,
Timmy, no.
Yeah, you're not supposed to explain what he did wrong during this horrible act he did. Like, he should have done it this way. I would have totally done it this way, so I wouldn't have. Thank you,
Timmy. Hold on, Timmy. You got to change your name now to Pro Tips Timmy.
Timmy, you're grounded. And guys, $5 more and we're 25% in on the goal. Let's get a quarter of the way. Thank you, guys.
Give Shabisky all of your money so we can keep making riveting content like this.
Yes, and I need your guys' tips for the trip next month. So be awesome with your tips for the trip. Mango knows about my trip, right?
I know about the trip.
She knows about the trip. Drunken, you know about my gay guy trip?
Yeah, you're gonna take a Greyhound, right?
No, I don't do none of that shit. I'm taking an airplane. Okay, I have a private airplane. Okay, and I don't know how to fly it, but I'm gonna do it.
What's this about a trip? It's the first I've heard about it.
Man, you're dumb. You don't know how to listen. Okay, I'm going to Africa next week. Okay, everyone knows about that.
Ah.
Yeah, to meet George Lucas.
Are you going to the Serengeti Plains to walk amongst the critters and have your little Lion King moment, maybe?
I'm going to ride a hippo. I've always dreamed of doing that.
That I would like to see, because I'm pretty sure the hippo would eat you and shit you out before you could actually
I'm gonna
ride it.
I'm gonna Ace Ventura that hippo. I'm gonna come out,
Totally
I'm
not.
gonna come out of its asshole.
Well, now it is related. Have you seen footage of a hippo shitting? It is the funniest thing ever.
Oh yeah, that's basically my porn. That's hot. They just fling around big piles of shit everywhere. Their tails just like just flinging shit everywhere. It's like, yeah, shit party, yeah. Woo!
It's like they're shitting out our entire body mass in about 10 seconds flat, and that little tiny tail is like a windscreen wiper for poop, and it is just...
Imagine if Imagine if naturally as you shit, you flung shit everywhere, and that was the way we shit. Just imagine that. It's like, God, I'm glad our shitting is a little more organized than some animals. Like, fuck.
Yeah, would be outside poopers, that's for sure.
Oh, damn. Yeah, gotta go outside. So yeah, hit the like button for me, guys. Keep helping me with the goal. I guess, let's see. I'm gonna take another dab and chug, and then we're going to continue this cool guy video. In the name of Satan. And let's see. I also need to set the stream up where it sends everybody to the other stream. Scheduled a GTA 5 stream. Oh, dang. We're at 24 likes. That's awesome. Let's get to 30 likes, guys. Take an extra dab at 30 likes. Okay. It turned gray again? No, you! Okay? Alright, dab time, chug time, and then video time.
Welcome to Welding with Jabisky.
Anybody who's watching this afterwards as a video is going to be pissed. They're going to be like, why is this motherfucker taking so long? I hate him. I hate this stupid skinny bitch, they're going to say.
Yeah, this show would have been an hour. It's going to be 6.5 hours long now because Shabisky's going to weld stuff for 3 hours now.
That's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm just trying to prolong the show. You know what I'm saying, yo? Ooh, did you guys ever see how the stream had let me see. The stream can have a period, watch. You'll have to look at the stream to see it. Look, the stream's having its period right now. It's true.
I don't believe you, so I'm opening up a tab to see
it's true.
If it's true or not.
The stream is having its period right now. It's true. It's true. All right, time for a dab.
Oh my god, it is too. It's
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, heck yeah, cool girl.
Oh my.
The stream is on its periods. Somebody get this stream a tampon.
Wait a second. That's you having sexual relations with a jam donut, isn't it? Confess.
Yes. It wasn't blood. It was jam all along. That's why it tasted so good.
How dare you lie to us like that?
Oh, damn. Come on, guys. Let's make more progress on the goal. We have to hit this goal, or we're going to have to take Crow to the vet and have him put down.
No. And it's my birthday, so you wouldn't want that to happen, right, guys?
Exactly. It's Crow's birthday, and you guys aren't tipping right this very second? What the fuck? All right, cheers, you guys.
Yeah, if we don't see another 10% on that goal soon, we're going to have to put Crow down on his birthday. You know, because crows cost money to keep, and they make noise. And this one drinks a lot of alcohol. Like, I mean, You can't leave anything outside of a locked liquor cabinet with this dude around. It's gone. It's like, where's that booze? It's like Crow drunk in the corner going, "Rah." So, let's see that goal. 10% more than that goal, or Crow's for it. The forever sleep.
Yeah, 10% more, or we're going to show Crow's forehead.
Whoa.
Don't make us do it. All right, let's continue. Let's continue the cool guy video. You think this guy's cool, right? Right, we can all agree on that.
I think he's the coolest guy ever. Oh, look at my penis. Look, he's
Oh.
the size of this thing.
Oh, hey! Timmy coming through with a 10 said, "Happy birthday, bird." What a sweetie.
Nice.
What a sweetie pie.
Is that enough to save his life, though?
I don't know. It's working towards it.
Blood, though.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
Is that your
Timmy.
mother's blood?
Yes, sir.
Are those the same shoes you were wearing?
Yes, sir.
Those are the same pants you were wearing?
Yes, sir.
That's the same shirt you were wearing?
No, sir.
Where's the shirt you were wearing?
I threw it away.
Why'd you get rid of that shirt?
It had pieces of my mother's brain stuck to it.
Still trying to understand why Zachary had killed his mother in such a brutal way, the officer asks him to recount his day before the attack. It was then that detectives noticed something interesting. Zachary told them that he started his day by reading a book, Misery by Stephen King.
In the book?
See, this is proof that books cause violence. We need to get rid of the books.
Make more video games.
Yeah, make more video games and less books. We need to outlaw books and make kids play more video games.
But more movies based on books.
Ew.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we should outlaw movies based on books, too. Those are even worse.
No. You want more of those, but no books. So you ban books, but movies based on books are just fine.
I liked Mango's video game idea.
Yeah, that's one.
We're going with hers. You know what? She's gonna be the first female president. I could feel it. Mango for fucking president. She's got good ideas.
Misery book, one of the characters uses a sledgehammer. Am I correct in that?
Yes, sir.
Actually, the detectives have this wrong. In the book Misery, the main character uses an axe, while in the movie adaptation, she uses a sledgehammer.
Are you sure you didn't get any of your thoughts?
See, and you were advocating for the fucking movie, you asshole.
Because it's got the sledgehammer in it.
That's what he did.
That's why. You caught me out. I'm really a shill for
You're
the
a
sledgehammer
jerk.
industry. I apologise.
You're
I've been
an
caught
ass.
out. They paid me a lot of money to come here and to shill sledgehammers.
Bad
What can I say?
person.
Stocks are going to tank really bad after
Don't worry about that.
Whoa.
We're going to buy Tesla shares. Everything will be fine.
From one of those, from that book?
Yes, sir.
So, so do you think, so you're saying that's strictly coincidence?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't draw any kind of thought process from the book Misery as to how you killed your mother?
No, sir.
Zach, we've been doing this a long time, and I mean, sledgehammer is a very unusual weapon to kill somebody with. So that's why he and I are asking that question, why a sledgehammer?
I would have used a knife, but I was working at that in this vital area.
Did you have any other type of weapons in the house that you thought about using?
Something about using a claw hammer.
A claw hammer?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you don't remember feeling anything? Did you cry?
No, sir.
Were you screaming when you were hitting her?
No, sir.
Did you say anything to her before you hit her?
No, sir.
Did you love your mother?
Somewhat.
You say somewhat, I mean, you know, is there anything she's ever did to you that you hate her for?
No, sir.
Though Zachary denies that the book inspired his weapon of choice, Possibly because he wants to take all the credit himself, his internet history indicates that murder and death was something he'd been thinking about for a long time. He had 2 particularly strange apps downloaded on his phone, including one about serial killers and another about torture devices. As well, among the more mundane video game cheat codes and jokes, he had a copious amount of gory images. Zachary had also bookmarked a few bizarre websites, including articles about the murder of Junko Furuta, Catherine Murch, who took her own life after killing her kids, the Louisville chainsaw murder, a cult leader on trial in Ohio for killing a family of 5, and an X-Acto knife double homicide. He also had a particular obsession with the killer Nevada Tan, also known as the Sasebo slashing, where an 11-year-old murdered another schoolgirl, 12-year-old Satomi Mitarai. Perhaps most tellingly, Zachary had also bookmarked an article titled Understanding Schizophrenia from helpguide.org. It's possible that he may have been trying to figure out why he was experiencing certain symptoms. Although Zachary may have some sort of severe mental illness, maybe even psychosis, as he's sitting in the interrogation room answering questions, he appears more like a cold-blooded murderer than a person suffering from psychosis. But this wasn't all. Zachary made notes on his phone that give unique insight into his twisted state of mind leading up to the killing. One says simply, Samantha Marshall, female, possible victim of... Another says, hanging over the masses like a shadow or a dark cloud, executing them all one by one without a sound. Omnipresent and biding its time, ready to steal you away at your prime. Welcoming to the stupid and the bold, not following any pattern, just doing as told. Laying to rest kings, queens, peasants, and thrall. Death will eventually punish us all.
So you can rewind the clock and go back. What would you do?
I would kill Josh with a sledgehammer too.
In stark contrast to Zachary's statement, when Josh was brought in for a second interview, the detective asks him about an incident that occurred at school, showing that the brothers saw their relationship with each other completely differently.
It's interesting how his writing is, because his writing is really good. He's really good at writing, and then he's really weird and withdrawn, so it seems like he could barely talk to begin with. But his writing is really good. Probably because he read a lot of books.
or is that a lyric from some song that the cops couldn't fucking dig up? That could be it too.
Yeah. It also could be like because a lot of those things, they sound like they come from various villain lines in Shakespeare just translated into plain English.
Maybe. Yep. The other writing it showed of his, though, was good, too. His writing is very interesting. It seems like it's a whole nother person writing. It's kind of interesting.
You got in trouble with at school, I think it was last year. What happened to cause that when you got in a fight? Somebody said they were picking on Zach. Oh, no, that was 8th grade. Oh, was it 8th grade? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Middle school, wasn't it?
Yeah. What happened to cause, what were they doing?
He was like a piece of paper, like, you roll up a thing of paper.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of hitting him with that.
Hitting Zach with it?
Yeah, and I told the kid to stop, and he went up there and did it again.
Okay. And what was Zach's take on that?
I
mean, was he mad that the guy was hitting him, or was he just indifferent, or did he ask you to do something about it? Or
no, he didn't ask me to do anything.
Okay. Just taking up for little brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that Zachary resented that his brother stepped in to be the hero. He may have been frustrated that he couldn't protect himself and instead had to be saved by Josh.
Do you still want to kill Josh?
Yes.
And you're not going to tell me why?
No, sir.
I'm really curious as to why. You said that he was the only confidant you had. You didn't talk to anybody else. Why would you want to get rid of the only person that you confide in and talk to?
I don't know.
Well, you said you don't want to tell me, so you do know. There's a difference in wanting to tell me and not knowing. You just told me you didn't want to tell me, so you do know why you want to kill your brother and you killed your mother. I would just like for you to share that with me.
I'd rather not share.
But you will admit that you know why you did it.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. Do you always talk like you're talking to us now?
Yes, sir.
So if I talk to someone that knows you or a teacher, they're going to say, this is your demeanor. This is how you talk.
Most likely.
And so you're always monotone and robotic when you talk.
Yes, sir.
Unnerved by Zachary's behavior during his interrogation, detectives asked Josh the same question.
Has he always been talking that monotone voice?
Like quiet.
He's kind of quiet. His voice don't go up or down. It's just like a flat monotone voice. Is that the way he normally talks? All the way? When did he start talking that way?
It's always been the way I remember it.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever laugh?
Sometimes.
What makes you laugh?
Various things.
Various things. Give me an example.
Well, I was laughing myself when I killed my mother.
You were what?
I was laughing when I killed my mother.
You were laughing? Why were you laughing?
I don't know.
Were you laughing your ass off at that time?
Yes, sir.
Paradoxical laughter often occurs among people with schizophrenia. They may laugh either to themselves, often in response to a hallucination, or they may laugh in serious situations. However, throughout the interrogation, he has not laughed inappropriately at all. It's possible that Zachary once again is trying to present himself as the evil villain he may identify with. Whether Zachary is as void of emotion as he's trying to portray is unknown. His note entries on his phone, which show expressions of emotion, puts into question this image of himself that he's trying to show in interrogation.
Why were you laughing your ass off when you killed your mother?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. We went over this a while ago. You know why that you wanted to kill your mom. You just don't want to tell me.
No, I actually don't know why I was laughing.
Well, was it a sense of accomplishment?
No, sir.
Do you laugh when you read the horror books?
No, sir.
Did you laugh today or yesterday when you read Misery?
No, sir.
There's a very odd-shaped kind of head or face going on.
No, at this point, I think he's 100% full of shit, and I want the cops to start trying to get an emotional response by needling him. So if I was one of the cops at this point, I'd start going, how many times did you watch Heath Ledger's Batman to try and impersonate the Joker? Because clearly you think you're the Joker, except you're not. And I'd just start needling him like that, just trying to get... And because it's very interesting, and I think it's a very thin veneer, and because they're not going in hot. They're being very calm, these cops. You're not really trying to push him yet. So I want to see and I've got a feeling that one of them is going to try that tactic very soon, because they're obviously getting nowhere with this dude. And his story just seems a bit... It's not adding up. And either the other brother... The other brother's way too calm, collected, and mellow. So I've got a hypothesis that... But I'm not going to say anything. I want to see what plays out, and then I'll tell you whether I was right or wrong.
You're lying.
Maybe I will be. Maybe I won't be. But you'll never know.
Ooh.
That's scary.
He knows, but doesn't want us to know. When we ask about it later, he's probably going to say he doesn't know.
What a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Guys.
I think I might know where
What?
Red Eye... I think I know where Red Eye's thinking is. I think.
I have my own theory.
Yeah, I think he's special. I think he's a little on the...
I'm okay, coach. Just put the play on the video.
That's it. Beat him up to... Oh, wait, Two Guns not here. Beat him up, Drunken Crow. Alright, I'm gonna take a dab and chug real quick. The other stream I scheduled starts in 45 minutes. Oh, dang. So it's dab time. Drunken Crow, turn your camera on. We want to see you.
Nah, I'm good.
Why? You look the same every time I see you. Just turn your camera on.
28 now. He looks haggard as fuck. Leave the old man alone.
He
He forgot to put on his human costume. He doesn't want you to know that he's a real bird.
he forgot to put on his makeup. All this time, he looks completely different. He's just been putting on so much makeup, we can't tell what he looks like. Probably looks like this kid on the screen. Am I allowed to make fun of him if he's a murderer? I'm doing like the Gene here. I'm being like Gene.
I think it really depends on like what exactly you're making fun of.
His forehead.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't mean to be a dick, but it's just very like caveman-y or something going on a bit with his facial
and
shape
the fact
and
that
stuff.
he's got the underbite going on really doesn't help.
Yeah.
He's got the caveman vibe just going on. And you know what? If I was one of the cops at this point, I'd just lean over right into his face and whisper in his ear, Jack Nicholson was a way better joker than Heath Ledger. Just to see him go.
I wonder if this is just naturally how he talked or it's an act. Honestly, I think this is just naturally how he talked. I think if you would have talked to him when he was a little kid, he would have been talking like this as a little kid. Like, he's just a withdrawn, really weird person, and he talks weird. I think that's just... I think what we're looking at is someone who actually naturally fits that kind of weird thing like we see on movies and stuff. He actually acts like that naturally. It's really weird, I think.
If he sounded like this when he was a little kid, and I was if I was his dad or just one of his parents, and like at 3 o'clock in the morning I hear, "Mommy, I had a nightmare," I would punt that fucking kid across the room.
Whoa, that's it. Beat him up, Mango. Beat him up, Mango.
I do the same fucking thing though. It's creepy as shit.
Yeah, imagine waking up to that and I was like, "Mother, I had a nightmare, Mother. Let me tell you about it, Mother. In this nightmare, I got a sledgehammer and I smashed your fucking head in, Mom."
It's like for Christmas, he's asking for like things like a sledgehammer and stuff. A sledgehammer, a knife.
Just get me all the Stanley kits that can bludgeon something to death or stab something to death. Okay, Mum? Thank you.
I guess you're old enough. I guess I should buy you this sledgehammer finally.
Well, if you look earlier, probably like 5 minutes earlier when they're going through the text, he asks his mom if he can see his dad's Desert Eagle. So,
oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God that was under lock and key then, because there would have just been 50 cal holes in people. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, with the Desert Eagles are just horrendously...
His poor mom didn't even wake up, didn't even know that she was going to be murdered in some, or whatever. I'm just thinking about that. Like, she was just probably straight asleep and just
that's the way to go, dude. Not seeing it coming. I'd much prefer that than being woken up by a psychotic son like, Mother! I gave you a fucking head in, Mom! Whack, 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 whack. It's like,
every time you guys say that, I'm imagining something like Chucky or something. Like, Mother.
Yeah, like, look at the way he's sitting. He's just trying to withdraw into himself now. There's something so fucking weird going on here that if my hypothesis is right, I'm going to be genuinely shocked because it's pretty fucked up.
That he wanted to send his mom to his dad? That one?
No, I think his here's my crazy idea, but now that I'm thinking about it more and more, it's probably wrong, is that what if he's covering up for the other brother? There's just some weird disconnect going on.
I don't know about...
I don't know. That's what I started to think for a minute, is this guy's just so meh, and the other guy seems a lot more in control of everything. So it seems like the older brother may... I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure that the older brother, like, I don't think he stays at the house full time or anything. Because, you know, honestly, if I had a sibling that talked like that all the time and I wanted to chill with people, I wouldn't be bringing them over to that. That'd freak them the fuck out if we're all high. Not a good plan. So I don't think he spends very much time at home. So whatever's going on between a dude and his mom, which I have theories, they're not good.
Yeah.
It's possible that he caught wind of whatever was going on, and so when his brother did the thing, he was just kind of like, "Yeah, I heard and I saw it, but I'm not gonna tell anyone because, yeah, it's fucked."
Yeah, hopefully not.
This makes me want to go bird hunting. This angers me. Yeah.
Do you see that? Do you see why it would be difficult for me to understand why that would be funny?
Yes, sir.
A lot of people, because it's just highly unusual for a 15-year-old to take a sledgehammer and be laughing his ass off and hit her in the head with it 12 times. What do you think?
I don't have any new information to give to you.
I don't have any new information
reason
to give
whatsoever.
to you. So weird.
No, sir.
With still no indication why he killed his mother in such a brutal way, the detective attempts to figure out if there were any issues in the family that may have motivated Zachary. In response to the detective's continued questioning, Zachary makes a shocking allegation against a family member, claiming that they assaulted him years earlier. This has never been proven to be true, and there is no evidence to back up any of Zachary's allegations.
What do you do to you? How long ago was that cut? How long you been in Tennessee?
Since 2008, I think, or 2007. I don't really remember the exact date.
Did you tell your mom about it?
Yes, sir.
He's saying that who did that? Who raped him?
A family member. That's what they've said so
Oh,
far.
they just said family
She
member.
didn't believe me.
How did he look at you after that?
No, sir.
Just that one time is when he did it?
Yes, sir.
And
How old would you have been then?
This is pretty telling why he'd be mad at his mom. Ugh.
Did you hold any ill will towards him for that?
Yes, sir.
And the conversation you had with your mother about that, can you tell us about that?
She thought it was my imagination.
Did she ever talk to him?
Not that I know of.
Did he never mentioned anything?
No, sir.
Why did he stop doing it?
I stopped bathing after that.
You stopped bathing,
Yes, sir.
and he stopped, and that made him stop?
Oh my god. This dude's been through some shit if this is real. That's crazy. Just so he could keep that dude away from him, he's all being nasty and stuff, just so he can stop it. Not bathing and stuff. That's
When you
crazy.
mean stop bathing, you mean you stop taking baths and showers altogether?
Yes, sir.
So how did you clean yourself?
I didn't.
You haven't cleaned yourself since 2008?
I have inconsistent intervals, but it's not very common.
Okay.
The detectives have referred to a notebook they found at the house, which miraculously survived the fire. Within, they found 2 notes written by Zachary. I was raped by him that day, and I've been planning to kill him ever since. The second entry, a confession, is believed to be written right after he killed his mother. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel remorse. My only true regret was that I didn't give her a faster death. I didn't want her to suffer. It's possible that Zachary's belief about being assaulted was actually a delusion. Individuals diagnosed with schizophrenia may experience delusions, which are strongly held beliefs that are unfounded.
There's always a reason. There's always a story. And just because it's your story and we're sitting here today doesn't make it any less important to us. It's important to us to find out what the truth is. We would like to deal with that, but we want to hear your side of it. We want to know what happened. Why did, obviously.
All right, guys, so how many likes are we at right now? Every 10 likes, I'm taking a dab. We're at 24 likes. Everyone hit the like button. 6 more likes. Let's get that.
We've also decided that we're going to put Crow down again unless we get another 10% tips. We've got to get to that next 10% level. Oh, it's going to be...
All right, I'm going to be right back. Let's make more progression.
Trubisky's just ringing the vet now to book in Crow for the Forever Sleep Green Needle of Happiness.
Again, guys, it's my birthday. You really want to see? Yeah.
Come on.
It's like putting Santa down on Christmas.
Whoa. So it's like having rabbit casserole at Easter time. Rabbit casserole. Wouldn't mind trying that. I've never eaten rabbit. Not that I know of. I may have eaten rabbit and just not realised it. Thanks, honest retailers all across Australia. Oh, and don't think you're immune, America, because here's the deal. Back in the 1970s, America used to import beef from Australia. Problem was, some of it wasn't beef. You guys are importing horse, and we were all buying it as well, thinking it was beef. It's like, no. Get it? No. Yeah, those meat producers are now out of business, but a corrupt government let them do that.
Okay, so I did... Because Ruby Jules brought up the fact that this dude was on Dr. Phil. And so apparently he has been evaluated by like multiple mental health professionals, and they cannot agree on what his diagnosis is. Because like his lawyer was concerned that, he wasn't going to be able to get the help that he needed while he's in jail. Because he was found guilty and all that stuff. He's 25 now.
You're 25.
He looks the same.
Who? This guy on the screen?
Yeah.
You're lying. You trying to trick us, Mango?
No, he looks about the same, and his voice is the exact same. I absolutely believe them when they say that this is just his voice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Because he talks just like it's Heath Ledger or whatever.
Well, when I first heard him, like my first reaction was like, that's like a Buffalo Bill from like, what is it, Silence of the Lambs voice.
I've never seen that movie. We should do it. We should do a movie night soon where we watch it. Ooh. Okay. I'm just trying to take it slow because there's 30 minutes until my stream starts here, the GTA stream. And Agent is so excited for it. Right, Agent?
Yep. Agent's definitely going to type in hell yeah, excited, and splooge everywhere. Amazing.
Agent said humans ate horses before cows.
We certainly did.
Red Eye, what's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
Let's see. I have had a little bit of kangaroo, I think.
Ew.
I think I've had horse as well. I've eaten goat.
Ew.
Goat. If I didn't tell you that roast goat was, if I told you that this was roast lamb and you ate it, you wouldn't know the difference between goat and lamb. I'm telling you right now, it's just
You're lying.
virtually the same.
What about you, Mango and Drunken? What's the weirdest thing you guys have ever eaten?
Rocky Mountain oysters, and they're fucking delicious.
Testicles?
Yeah,
Oh,
full
balls,
testicles.
my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to kick you off this show. Okay. I'm
In
sorry.
Australia, we call them bush oysters.
That's
So the
disgusting.
weirdest thing I've ever eaten wasn't meat, but in our cheese lecture at culinary school, we ate maggot cheese.
Oh, that's from Sicily, is it not?
I do believe so. It's been years, but yeah.
Right. So
It was
imagine, picture this, Shep. You get cheese, and you make some cheese, but then you let it get fly blowing, basically, and you get the maggots crawling around in it. And that's when you eat it, and it's actually illegal in a lot of places because of health regulations. You know, fly blowing food, not exactly thumbs up to sell down the local shops. I imagine there's some health risks involved in eating it, I would guess, unless it was prepared. Prepare it properly, you're probably fine. Expose it to a certain amount of temperature, kill everything off, you're fine.
Why?
Well, actually,
why would
hold
you
on.
eat that?
Why wouldn't you eat it? It's maggot cheese. Bragging rights.
It's a delicacy. Like it's oh my god.
Shab.
Can we call anything a delicacy and it becomes
Yes.
like you know what? Fucking Shabisky fucking ball butter. That's a delicacy. In fact, most people haven't eaten it, but you can have it right now. Okay, you want me to scrape some up for you, Red Eye? It's a delicacy.
Well, as long as it comes in cool packaging like that Gamer Girl
Oh,
bathwater, I'll buy some.
Yeah, I'll get some cool packaging with like colors on it and stuff. It'll be awesome.
Actually,
Colors.
the most exotic thing I've probably eaten, and it's not that exotic because they're plentiful around here, but they're weird. They're called Moreton Bay bugs. They're just like a weird sea insect looking thing. They're fucking delicious though. They are really good. Like their tails are just like
Were all of
like lobster.
you there when fucking John ate the bugs?
Yep.
Yes,
I
because
was
he
there.
did. He doesn't know how to do the hand thing. He just covers his face.
You were there, Drunken Crow, too?
I was not. I missed out on it.
Oh my god. Dude, Gene is just as emotionless eating that as he is with anything else in life. You'd be, for me, if I tried to eat he had like two or I think there was two tarantulas, dried tarantulas. He just ate them up. Nom, nom, nom. And
When he ate the tarantula, he was just like, "Oh, the little thing in the back pops." Like, dude, that's gross.
yeah, I
would
would
you tell us about
I
that?
would throw up. I can't dude,
He had a bottle
I'm
of spray butter right beside him, just bringing down all the food.
No, they weren't alive bugs. Of course not. But they were. He bought a whole bunch of stuff. We watched him eat crickets. Like 3
Scorpion.
scorpions. I feel like. Yeah, I
What
think
was the, something in a lollipop as well, wasn't there? A little.
there was ants and lollipop that he ate. He ate ants, scorpions, tarantulas. 2 tarantulas. Yeah, they're all dried or whatever. What else did he eat? Oh, there was
The
some.
roaches. Because he tried to show us a roach, and you told him to do the hand thing, and he covered up his face instead. It was
Okay, yeah, I think he
being
ate some
stupid.
roaches. I feel like there was some sort of skinny stick bug thing or something that I'm missing here. But I don't know. He ate a whole bunch of bugs all in one night, and it's like, dude, for me, I would have struggled just trying to eat one of the crickets or whatever. Dude, if if one of you guys wanted to get me to do that, you'd have to give me like at least $100 or something.
What about live
eat a
food,
cricket?
Jab? Nah, he's
Ugh.
in some is it Thailand? I forget, but you get like one of those little white plastic cups, and then you get a scoop of those little, the little feeder shrimp you get in your aquariums. Basically, it's those things in a cup, and they put some chili powder or whatever on, and you just go nom 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 nom. Eat the little bastards while they're still alive and kicking. And they cook. You've seen plenty of cooks in Asia where they just get something that's still alive.
Yeah, what were you just talking about them eating live, though?
Little shrimp.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, little brine shrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to eat live stuff. I don't want that.
Well,
That's
you guys
weird.
have heard of like snake wine, right?
Heard of it.
Snake line?
Snake wine, so
Snake
it's like
wine?
sake with like a cobra in it or whatever. It's just like tequila, but you got like tequila worm in it. But no, it has a snake in it fermenting in the liquor. Well, they do have a baby mouse or baby mice rice wine, and it's just a bottle of rice wine with baby mice just fermenting at the bottom.
Swimming around in there, having a good old little bath. It's like little baby mouse bath. Yay!
Oy.
Delicious. What about witchetty grubs? Oh, I should send you some witchetty grubs. Shabby. Oh, make you eat witchetty grubs. Wait. Imagine something about the size of your finger, but thicker, and you cook it up. But when you bite into it, it'd just be like a zit popping in your mouth. Just
yeah, the cream.
yeah.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, everyone, help me with the goal up there. Let's get at least halfway on that goal. $20 away from hitting halfway on the goal. Can we get another tip to make me open up this beer? Is it possible?
We'll spare Crow for another half an hour, and there's a beer opening. That's 2 for 1. That's a bargain. Please tip today.
Yeah. Tell them, Raisin. Yell at them.
Upset you. But your mom didn't do anything. You know why it took this long for you to act out?
Yeah, sure.
They just boiled and boiled and boiled? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, sure.
Would there have been any certain thing tonight that would have set that off? I mean, made you think about doing this? I mean, anything particular that happened of all nights, since 2008, it's 2012 now, of all nights since then that you would have did this?
Yeah, sure.
As the interview begins to draw to a close, the detectives ask Zachary a few last questions.
What do you think what should happen if somebody did what you did?
I don't know.
I mean,
I guess whatever is necessary.
Whatever's necessary, but I mean, what do you feel? I mean, what do you feel? I mean, if somebody was to do this to you, what should happen to them?
I don't think it would really matter. Because if you give them the death sentence, they'll die, and if you give them a life sentence, they'll die in prison anyway. So in the end, it doesn't really matter.
So, did you think about the consequences when you did this? What could happen to you?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me about that?
No, sir. Well, I'd rather not, sir.
I mean, I'm talking about, do you think you could get caught by the police? And did you think that was a possibility?
Yes, sir.
And if you got caught by the police, what do you think would happen to you?
Well, since I only killed one person, I shouldn't get the life sentence. But I don't know how it works here.
The officer had just one last question for Zachary, and this one, oddly, results in the most animated reaction that they've seen from him. But his unsettling response isn't at all what you might expect from someone in this situation.
Do you always look at people through your eyebrows?
I don't know.
You've been doing it all morning. Do you do that? Is that a habit, or is that something that you're just starting to do?
I guess it's a habit. I've never really noticed.
You never really noticed?
No, sir.
Nobody's ever said anything to you about it?
No, sir.
Why'd you giggle?
It's
I mean, you don't know that you do that right there?
no, sir.
Okay. I'm not picking on you, I'm just... It looks kind of evil when you do that, I'm gonna have to say. I think you know you're doing it.
It's the one part where he smiles and he almost looks as though like he's on the verge of like blushing or something like that. Like it's like a dude that just got told he was cute by a girl or something like that. Like he was just like the look on his face. It's the only time he came through with that kind of happy little smirk. Once he got told that looked evil what he did. That's crazy.
Like, the only time that we've seen him smile throughout this whole thing is, like, in the old pictures that they've been showing. Like, you see him smiling when they're at the theme park and doing all that other fun stuff, but, like...
Yeah, let's look at that smile again. I don't know. I think that's a good thing to compare to, like, some girl calling him cute or something like that. I don't know. Or something, or someone's telling him something that he, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, somebody's telling him a compliment or something.
Why'd you giggle? I mean, you don't know that you do that right there?
No, sir.
Okay. I'm not picking on you, I'm just... It looks kind of evil when you do that, I'm gonna have to say. I think you know you're doing it. And you're smiling about it, so I think you're pretty aware of what you're doing.
No, I didn't realize I was doing it.
Yeah, he did.
Bullshit.
Given what we know about Zachary's obsession with
I think
murder
it seems like he just is weird and acts this way, and he doesn't realize that it kind of looks the way it looks and stuff. I think this is just his natural. I don't think he's going out of his way to try to look evil and stuff. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. I don't.
What his
think he's being
behavior
honest.
indicated. No, what his behavior indicated then that he was just caught out, and the cop fucking got him, and that's why he smirked. That's like rumbled.
Well, I think it's more
the
like
usual reaction of someone that's just been rumbled for their bullshit is like.
Well, it's more like it's like someone being told that they really care about themselves being attractive, being told they're cute. He got told that he looked evil. Like that was a compliment. Like that's
no, but
I
the
think
part
that's
where
why it made him smirk, because that really personally was like, oh, thank you. You know, like they just told him.
No.
They just told him a
disagree.
compliment that really made him like blush or something or whatever. Like made him happy.
Well,
That's
when
what it
he's
seems
not
like to me.
When he's not hunched over and he's like kind of displaying his shoulders and still holding his hands and fumbling with his fingers, he looks like a totally different person.
Yeah, the cop said he caught him on acting, and that's why that's when he went. That's like he was sort of like. But as soon as the cop went, I think you're doing it on purpose, and you know you're doing it. That's when he went. And that is a little psychological tell of you've just been caught lying. That's the tell of, oh fuck, I've just been caught. He's like nervous laughter. It's not a definitive 100% accurate thing, but it is pretty good indicator of someone.
Theory.
Yeah. It's a red flag, we'll call it, of like, this might not be the entire truth at all. And his portrayal of the evil hunched over Keith Ledger Joker thing, I'd like to go back and find out what year was that movie released, and did that kid watch it, and how many fucking times did he watch it?
It's his favorite movie, but yeah, I don't know.
Probably is. You'd probably find out it is, and he watched it 568 times.
All I know is we need to outlaw Stephen King books. Okay, that's all I know. Okay, look at these damn things.
serial killers, it's likely that being called evil is a compliment. This again shows that he might identify with some sort of evil character or villain. If Zachary's monotone voice and eerie eyebrow stare are all an act, it's impressive because he was able to keep up the act and not break character throughout the whole interrogation. Following his interrogation, Zachary was evaluated by psychologists and mental health experts. One stated they believed that at the time of the killing, Zachary didn't have the mental capacity to meet the legal definition of premeditation, and that his mental illness affected his ability to use reflection and judgment. In fact, the psychologist said that at the time of the crime, his thoughts were driven by psychosis. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and a depressive disorder. Changing his story from what he initially said to investigators, Zachary told one doctor that he had heard his deceased father speaking to him and that he had allegedly urged him to kill his mother.
Oh,
Still,
shit.
investigators pointed out that he had fled the house with bags he had
heard
already
his dad
packed.
say, kill mum. Oh,
Is
I
that
was
what he
kidding.
said?
He did. Go back a little bit
Wait.
and have a look. He fucking heard his dad say, kill mum. Oh, shit.
That at the time of the killing, Zachary didn't have the mental capacity to meet the legal definition of premeditation, and that his mental illness affected his ability to use reflection and judgment. In fact, the psychologist said that at the time of the crime, his thoughts were driven by psychosis. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and a depressive disorder. Changing his story from what he initially said to investigators, Zachary told one doctor that he had heard his deceased father speaking to him and that he had allegedly urged him to kill his mother. Still, investigators pointed out that he had fled the house with bags he had already packed, ditched his phone, and told police that he'd been thinking about killing his mother for years.
For years,
all
yeah, which is
demonstrating that
why
he planned
the first
crime.
psychiatrist can fuck off.
Zachary eventually appeared on the Dr. Phil show, where he
Oh,
gave
yeah.
yet another reason for killing his mother. This time
Oh,
changing
he went on after he murdered his mother.
It
Oh.
was, he did a jailhouse interview with Dr. Phil because he's in jail for the next 51 years.
Yeah.
He's 25 now. Allegedly, his lawyer, Zach's lawyer, asked Dr. Phil to talk to him, but like, why you would want someone who willingly gave up their license to practice psychology to come talk to your client about psychology is just beyond me.
Well, the story's changed 3
his
times.
story.
So the dude's full of shit, and I think that he's hamming a lot of that up to he tried to get a insanity deal, and it sounds like that failed miserably. 51 years in prison.
He's gonna
And,
get out and
like-
he's gonna get you, Red Eye.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
the psychologist that did the initial evaluation for him before he went to trial, they could not determine what exactly his diagnosis was, but from what they could gather, he would be competent enough to stand trial.
yeah. Well, the dude, like the first psychiatrist said, he may have been in the grip of psychosis at the time. Doesn't excuse that he admitted he was planning this shit for fucking years. So the whole insanity thing, momentary psychosis, that doesn't hold up now because he admitted in an interview after he signed his rights away to seeing a lawyer first that he did indeed plan it and had been planning it for years. So bye-bye, and that's glad he got the 51. See ya. Bye-bye.
Yeah, if he was smart, he would have gotten an attorney. If you don't fucking call for an attorney in any police, like, you're getting pulled over, you don't need to tell the fucking, just get into the station, you don't need to fucking talk. And this guy is 15, of course, but don't you need someone over 18, an adult, to actually be like, hey, this is kind of a stupid idea if you fucking talk to this person or talk to the cops. And there was not that. And so the cops, I mean, yes, he did it. Yes, he did it. But the way the cop went through the process is like, yeah, just read this little piece of paper and then whatever. And then he fucking just admits to everything.
Well, something that we also have to remember, though, is that, like, so Josh, his brother, Josh has been with the cops, like, the whole time. Josh's grandma was the lady that was sitting beside him in the interview and stuff. They've had, like, Josh and his grandma there the whole time. So Josh's grandma could have consented as the legal authority over her grandkid due to how all those laws work. She may have consented to him being able to be interviewed without her present.
Yeah. Also, like, a lot of these people that are very detached, like he is, once they get caught, they just, like, are like, whatever. Yeah, I stabbed her to death 18 times, I think. Like, whatever. They don't care that much, and it makes sense in that kind of mental state that you don't care that much. If you're very detached and stuff, you don't really, like, it's like, whatever, I got caught, I was trying not to, but, it happened, whatever. Seems like this is very much one of those cases where he wasn't really trying that hard to hide it to begin with. He figured he got caught, and he just tell what's up. But let's finish this. The other stream starts here real shortly.
Completely, and claiming that he did it because, quote, she wasn't taking care of my family. But still, in this interview, he maintains that he was the one who killed her. However, he would shock everyone, including his own legal defense, when in court he once again told a completely altered story, naming a different killer. During his trial, Josh sat directly behind Zachary, but the brothers never spoke. When Zachary took the witness stand, he changed the story he had been telling for 2.5 years and stated, quote, I didn't do it. He suddenly blamed the entire crime on Josh, claiming that he was the one who used the sledgehammer to kill their mother and that he just took the fall, making him innocent. Following this, Zachary's attorney attempted to declare him mentally incompetent and for the case to be deemed a mistrial. Furthering the drama, after his lunch break, the attorney asked to be dismissed from the case, but was denied. The judge speculated that he wasn't sure if Zachary was the ultimate con man or manipulator or not, but that was the jury's job to figure out. Despite his last-ditch attempt to blame Josh, Zachary Davis was convicted of the first-degree murder of his mother, attempted first-degree murder of his brother, and aggravated arson. He was sentenced to 71 years in prison, with eligibility for parole after 51 years. To this day, there is speculation that Zachary may have had aspirations to become a serial killer.
No way. I would never think that of him.
My thought process my plan didn't. No, it didn't pan out.
The brother did make the accusation, though. So, the older brother did it. So at least that there was the accusation thrown out. That was my thinking, is like, maybe this little robot was just programmed by the older brother to do everything, while the older brother just basically, I didn't do it, I was talking to the neighbours. Hey. But no, he was fucked in the head and he did it.
In the middle of it, when they were like, oh, did you touch your mom after she died? And she asked both of the brothers, like, I thought the mom may have diddled a little bit and the older brother was covering for the younger brother. Or
yeah,
both.
I thought there was something with that. I guess it was just a random question, actually, because there didn't seem to be anything with that. I was thinking the kid that murdered his mom also did some stuff like Ted Bundy would do to the dead body. I was thinking that's where that was going, but maybe, I guess not. But that was a crazy story.
Madness.
Yeah, almost as crazy as Red Eye.
Not
Almost.
quite.
So everyone that's here, let me see. Okay, so here's a link in the chat. Click this link, or it should automatically move you over to the stream, even if you don't click it. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing GTA. It starts in 5 minutes, so click that link. And peace out. I'll see you guys over there in 5 minutes. Peace.